NFL season between the Cleveland Browns and the Carolina Panthers. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and off we go from uptown Charlotte. Here comes Marquez Stevenson now from his end zone, and ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They start on the ground here at Sanders. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Young. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Here is Young.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Juan Thornhill.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick 6, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one, because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
After the interception, here's Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
First carry now for Nick Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. Touchdown, Browns. David Njoku from 19 yards away. And the Browns are on the board here first in the season opener.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so, because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed, way harder to cover than before.
Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. A second down throw for Young. Left side here to Sanders. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. First and 10, Young. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now first and 10. Up the middle they go with Sanders. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On second and 9, Young to Chenault on the slant. And he's brought down. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's first and goal. On play action, Young. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Second and goal from the 6 this time. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Young with it, third and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Landon Collins. And the Browns are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, the defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on third and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
On the Jets sweep, here's Grant. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Here's Watson. He finds his man, complete. That's Grant. To throw again on second down. Watson buying time, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now Watson. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final. On fourth down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
To throw once more on second and 10. Young. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions. And
they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know what they've always said? I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Marquise Goodwin, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Very short kick taken right at the 20. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
And he's going to take this across the 15 into Browns territory. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Young on 3rd down. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 38-yard line. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And a solid run down inside the 30. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Out of the gun, it's Young. Connecting here with Chark on the out route. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Another completion there. And what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL started. Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Off the play fake, Young. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. Young will set to throw. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. To throw, Young. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. That is caught at the 7. And they'll rally and stop him short of the 1st down at about the 6. Now Young on 4th down. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Panthers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. The Browns drive about to get started. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under... seconds remaining in half number 1. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Back to throw, Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted,
and a big loss here as he's taken down. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. After the sack on first down, Young. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. Returnable for Grant. Jakeem Grant now to return. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked out and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Browns drive about to get started. And from here, might not be able to take a knee. Might need to run a play here this close to their goal line. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got room past the 30. Down the left sideline. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. They go with Chubb on second down. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard after the 49. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Watson. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. He'll get it inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Watson. Right back to Njoku. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Chubb will score. Touchdown, Cleveland. It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. But, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Here is Young. And this one too low.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Third down, Young from the gun. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Myles Garrett able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game and they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. The Browns drive about to get started. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that way in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Watson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A give running right is Chubb. They find some open field here. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Browns go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, put the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Throwing, Young. Lets it fly for Thielen. And this is caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Adam Thielen with career touchdown number 60. And the Panthers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now we'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Past the 20. And he is finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets it to the Panthers' 17-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on. And this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. This is the tight end, Njoku. Touchdown! David Njoku. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Browns are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, but also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And this offense on 3rd down today, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Young. And a big loss here as he's taken down. It's desperation time. Young on 4th down. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game even with the 2 points there. But let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 167 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards. They run it again with Chubb. And some space here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Browns are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Stevenson now, he's going to bring this out. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. A first down throw for Young. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw again on second down. Young. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And I think they are going to get this one back. Boy, that would have been something. Double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT. In motion is Grant. Throwing now, Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? They go up the middle with Chubb. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep, and they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, then maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And they take a knee. CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Browns, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they will head home next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants.